So sitting in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. Aligning the back of your skull with your sacrum and activating your feet, spreading the toes. Spread the balls of your feet. And close your eyes. Give yourself a moment or two to feel for really settling down into your mat. Noticing how your body feels. As you sit here now, feel the energy that moves through your body. And then choosing something to focus on, something that makes you really happy, something that you feel positive about today. There's so much gloom that's going on in the world, so choose something that makes you smile, something that makes you feel joyful, something that makes you happy. So as I said, we'll be doing some standing poses today. So as you're going through your class, feel for making that connection with the earth, pressing your feet down to the floor, and then really feel for drawing that positive energy from the earth, moving this into your body. So that is your intent. Start with wrist stretches today. So reach your right hand forward and take hold of the little finger on your right hand. And as you inhale, spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, glide your little finger back. Release. Taking hold of your ring finger. As you inhale, feel the gliding your little finger, your ring finger down, so you open up the top joints of the fingers. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your ear. And release. Taking hold of your middle finger. As you breathe in, lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, reach your arm forward, but shoulders soften. And release. Taking hold of your first finger. As you breathe in, glide your thumb away from your little finger. And as you breathe out, open your hands forward. Fingers are spreading. Taking hold of your thumb. As you breathe in, glide your thumb back away from your index finger. And as you breathe out, heel of the hands towards the floor. And release. Change hands. Left arm reaches forward, taking hold of the little finger on your left hand and then ease it back. And then inhale into the palm of hands and spread your fingers. And as you breathe out, glide your little finger down. Release. Taking hold of your middle finger. Grounding down into your left sit bone. As you inhale, you're lengthening out of your left side. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder down. And release. Taking hold of your middle finger. Breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Energize heart with breath. And as you breathe out, open your hands forward. And taking hold of your first finger. As you breathe in, glide your thumb away from your little finger. And as you breathe out, glide your first finger back and release. Taking hold of your thumb. And as you breathe in, glide your thumb away from your index finger. And as you breathe out, open your hands forward and release. Change the cross of your legs. Wrist stretches stage 2. Your hands reach forward, turn the palm of the hands away from you so that you're on your fingertips. And as you breathe in, lengthen out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, open your hands forward, spreading the fingers as you do. As you breathe in, you're lifting and lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, open hands forward, but soften the shoulders down. And then release. And then ease on. Pranayama today is in Baddha, so bring the soles of your feet together, flexing the toes back towards your shins. Bring your hands back behind you so that you're on your fingertips, and then feel for pushing the floor away. In your pranayama today is your inhale for 10, hold the breath for 10. When you exhale, you bring your hands forward, exhaling through the mouth, belly pulls in for Uddiyana. Three rounds. Hands behind, pushing the floor away, and then breathe in. Breathe in deeply. Inhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 10. Your feet are active, spine is long. Keep feeling that telescoping of the ribs as your chest lifts. Bring your hands forward of your shins and exhale through the mouth. Exhale completely. Chin is tucking into chest. Pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up, spreading the ribs. Keep the spine long and keep hollowing your belly out. And release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come up. Hands back behind, feet active. And breathe in. Sit bones presses down, breathe in for 10. And feel for lengthening the spine. Hold the breath for 10. Lengthen your side ribs up. Lift your chest, but soften the shoulders. You're taking the tension out of your body. So just be in the pose and notice what goes on for you. Bring your hands forward of your shins and then strong exhale through your mouth. Exhale completely. Chin tucks in. Belly pulls back. Pull it in, pull it up. Feel that you keep lengthening ribs away from sacrum, but your shoulders are soft away from your ear. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in, hands back behind. Last round in this. Take a deep breath, breathe in for 10, and really fill up every cell with your breath. Hold the breath for 10. Can you lift up a little bit more? Feel your sit bones is pressing down, but you're lengthening the spine. Bring your hands forward and strong exhale through your mouth. Exhale completely. Chin tucks into chest. Pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. Spreading your ribs, spread your diaphragm, and keep feeling for hollowing your belly out. Let your shoulders soften away from your ears. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up. You're going to grab hold of your strap and then lie down on your back. So you lie down on your back. Strap is down by your side. From here, reach your right leg straight forward. Feel as if you're lengthening your thigh away from you. And then bend your left knee so the sole of your left foot is down onto the floor. Press your lower back to the floor And as you breathe in, lift your left leg up, draw your left knee towards the chest. Reach your hands forward and take hold of your left shin. Now breathe into lower back, spreading your ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you move your left knee towards your left shoulder. Deep breath. You're breathing into lower back. Feel you're pressing the top rim of the sacrum to floor. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, your left knee eases towards your shoulder. Your right leg lengthens forward. From here, use your strap. So place your strap on the ball of your left foot. If you don't have a strap, then you're reaching your left leg straight up and you're taking hold behind the back of your thigh, the calf, or your ankle. The strap is on the ball of your foot. Press down into your sit bone, pressing down at your sacrum to the floor, and then breathe in. Feel for lengthening your left thigh out and up away from that hip. And as you breathe out, as you reach your right leg forward, send your left thigh up a little bit more. Place your left hand onto the top of your left thigh by the hip crease. And as you press your lower back to floor, breathe in. Use your left hand to glide your left thigh up away from that hip. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, sending your left thigh out and up. As you breathe in, feel the moving your left thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, coming into splits on your back, you're drawing your left foot closer towards your right shoulder. Closer towards your left shoulder. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight in this moment, then bend your left knee. And then breathe in. Feel the gliding your left thigh out and up. And as you breathe out with ease, you're drawing your left foot closer towards your left shoulder. Feet are active. Right leg is lengthening away. One more breath. You're sending your left thigh out, opening to the hip. Press your lower back to floor. Pull belly in. Exhaling as you draw your left foot down towards your left shoulder. Then inhale, release. Move the strap away from your left foot. Bend your left knee, draw the knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, place your left foot back to the floor and lengthen your left leg forward away. Feel this opening into hips and into lower back. Bend your right knee so the sole of your foot is onto the floor. Press your lower back to floor, and as you breathe in, lift your right foot up away from the floor. Take hold of your right shin with both hands. Now breathe into lower back, spreading the lower ribs to the floor. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're drawing your right knee towards your right shoulder. Left leg is active. You're lengthening left leg away. And again, press your lower back to the floor. Breathe into your right hip. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, draw your right knee in, but send your left leg forward. Relax your neck. Grabbing hold of your strap and place the strap around the ball of your right foot. Your right foot is reaching up towards the ceiling. You can use your right hand by the top of your thigh by hip crease. And then breathe. Breathe into lower back, pressing your sacrum low to the floor. And as you breathe out, ease your right thigh up and then ease the thigh away from pelvis. Left leg lengthens away. And then breathe. Breathe into that right hip. Deep breath. You're using your right hand. You're tractioning thigh bone away from hip joint. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, start moving your right foot towards your right shoulder. Left leg lengthens away. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight, then ease off slightly and bend your right knee. And then breathe in deeply. Feel you're unlocking that right hip as you ease your right thigh out and up. Pull your belly in, exhale, as you're moving your right foot right close towards the right shoulder. So you're feeling your splits on your back. And then release, bending your right knee. Move the strap away from the foot, and then place your right foot to the floor, lengthening your right leg forward. From here, bend your left knee so the sole of the foot is onto the floor. Reach your right hand across and take hold of the outside of your left thigh. Lift your left foot off the floor, and then breathe into lower back, spreading your ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, draw your left foot, your left knee eases towards your right hip. So the knee is coming towards the floor by your right hip. Doesn't matter whether it gets there, it might not. Your body's still warming up, so don't force this. Your head is in the opposite direction to your left knee. And then as you breathe in, keep moving your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're easing your left arm, shoulder opens up as you move your left arm away from you. As you breathe in, lengthen. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, allowing your left shoulder to glide away from left hip. On the next breath, with the back of your left hand onto the floor, slide the arm up so the hand comes up by your left ear. And as you breathe out, glide the arm down towards your right calf. And then breathe in, you're lengthening your left arm away from you as you glide the arm up towards your left ear. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening that left arm away from you as you draw the hands down towards your right calf. One more breath, deep breath. You're drawing your left arm up towards left ear. And exhale, you're lengthening the arm away from you. Inhale, release. Drawing your left foot back to center, and then placing your left foot down onto the floor, and lengthen your left leg away from you. Bend your right knee so the sole of the foot is onto the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor, bring your left hand around, taking hold of the outside of your right thigh. Now breathe into belly, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, with the assist of your left hand, draw your right knee towards your left hip. Head is in the opposite direction to your right knee. Now breathe into lower back and feel for lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you lengthen your left leg away from you, your right knee may come closer towards the floor. Really does not matter whether it gets there. On the next breath, move your right arm up so you're reaching up by your right ear. And as you breathe out, lowering your right hand down towards your left calf, your left calf. And then breathe in, you're lengthening your right arm up towards your right ear. And as you breathe out, lowering your right arm, so it's down towards your left calf. You're lubricating your arm and your shoulders. And breathe in, you're lengthening that right arm up by your right ear. And exhale, lower, keep lengthening. Feel as if you're opening the shoulders as you're doing this. One more breath, deep breath. You're lengthening your right arm up by right ear. And as you breathe out, relax your arms down towards the side. Press your right arm to the floor. Breathe in. Draw your right knee back to center. And as you breathe out, placing your left foot to the floor, placing your right foot to the floor, and lengthen your right leg forward. From here, bend the knees so the soles of your feet are onto the floor. Roll to your right side. Left hand is flat onto the floor. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, pushing the floor away with your left hand as you're coming up. Coming up into a seated position. So your next pose is side bend. Straightening your left leg. Left leg is reaching straight forward and tucking your right foot in so the heel is by the groin. Feet are active. Bring your right hand back so the fingertips are down onto the floor and use your right hand to lengthen out of your right side. As you breathe in, stretch your left arm up, open the left side of your body. And as you breathe out, bringing your left arm down on the inside of your left leg. Lift your right arm up and then stretch it back to feel the opening through the right side of your neck. And inhale, stretch out of your left side. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Relax your left ear to left shoulder. And then breathe into the left side of your neck. Feel as if you're moving, you're lengthening your left ear away from left shoulder. And as you breathe out, relax your jaw. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Deep breath. Feel the balloonless breath there. And as you breathe out, you're gliding your right shoulder away from your ear. On the next breath, slide your right arm all the way around the back and tucking it onto your left thigh, hip or into clothing. And as you reach your left leg forward, glide your right shoulder down away from your ear. And feel this right from your pelvic bone. As you breathe in, you're moving belly back away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from your ear. Inhale, release, and come up. So if you can go further, you're bringing your right foot back so that the right heel is by your right knee. And you're moving your thighs away from you. Taking hold of your right ankle with your right hand. If you're not there yet, just reach your left arm, your right arm back. And then breathe in, lift belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest. And exhale, reach your right arm back. Lift your arm up as you reach it back. Now breathe in and draw your chest up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, chest opening, as you're reaching that fingertips of the right arm back. On your next breath, stretch your right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, keep feeling for that lengthening as you reach your right arm over your right ear. Deep breath, lengthening. So feel you're using this breath to get deep into the joints. And as you breathe out, wrapping that right shoulder as you reach your right arm forward. One more breath, deep breath. You're expanding your ribs to armpits. And exhale, release. Use your right arm to ease your body up and use your left hand to support your head and neck as you come up. And then change. Straighten your right leg. So your right leg reaches straight forward and you're tucking your left foot in so the heel is by the groin. Spread the toes so both feet are active. Bring your Left hand down, flatten the left arm onto the floor, about 12 inches away from left hip. And as you inhale, stretching your right arm out, open right side of your body. And as you breathe out, the right hand is down on the inside of your right leg. Lift your left arm up and reach it back, 12 inches away from the floor. And as you breathe in, lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder back and away from left hip. Feel this from your pelvic bone. So breathe in, move your belly back away from pelvic bone. And as you breathe out, relax your neck. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Feel as if you're lifting and lengthening your right ear away from your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from ear. Use your breath to open the channels for the left side of your neck. Deep breath. And exhale, relax your jaw. Slide your left arm all the way around the back and tuck it onto your right thigh, hip, or clothing. And then breathe in. Lift your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're turning away from your left hip. You're turning out towards the left. On the next breath, lift your sternum. Keep lifting your chest as if up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left hip. Then inhale, release. If you can, you're bringing your left foot back so that the heel is by your left glute. And from here, your right hand is down on the inside of your right leg. Lift your left arm up, reach it back, 12 inches from floor. If you've not been able to take your foot back, then just stay with where you were. And then breathe, keep lifting. You're lifting your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you relax your right ear to right shoulder, stretch your left arm back. Chest open up. On the next breath, raise your left arm right up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, as you arc your chest forward, reaching your left arm straight back. Breathe into the back of your heart and energize your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening, you're reaching that left arm back. On the next breath, as you inhale, stretch your left arm right up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, wrap in your left shoulder as you reach your left arm forward over your left hip. Feel for pressing back down into your left sit bone. And then breathe in, lifting, lengthening your side ribs up. And as you breathe out, feel as you reach forward with your left arm, feel as if you're sending your left thigh back away from you. Last breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel for that softening with the shoulders. Use your left arm breathing to pull your body up. And use your right hand to support your head and neck as you come all the way back up. Release your legs. Lie down on your back. Start in your abdominal sequence. We'll start with elbow to knee. Lie down on your back and clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Your back is tweaky. The soles of your feet will be on the floor. Hands clasped behind head and neck. As you inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Lift your feet off the floor unless your back is tweaky. Hold the breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward at 45 degrees angle. Keep sending your right thigh forward. Now pull belly in. As you inhale, Bring your head back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl elbows up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Now feel for easing your left thigh forward away from waist. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press the top rim of the sacrum to floor. You exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Now lower your right leg down about 6 inches, sending your right thigh forward and pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees and hold the breath. Press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbones up, both elbows to right knee. Reaching your left leg forward. Now relax your left hip. And then as you lengthen your left thigh, lower the foot about 6 inches and pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back to floor. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to left knee. Straighten your right leg. Your right leg reaches out at 45 degrees angle. Pull belly in. Lower your right foot about 6 inches. And then send your left thigh forward. Lower your right foot another 6 inches. Lengthen. You're moving your right thigh forward away from your waist. Now pull your belly all the way in and press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, press your lower back to the floor. As you exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. You're moving your left thigh forward, you're unlocking the hip. Pull belly in. Lower your left foot about 6 inches. Now pull your belly in again as you press your lower back down. Lower your left foot 6 inches and then relax the hip. Send your left thigh forward. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down to floor. As you exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to left knee. Now lift your chest. Reach your elbows up as you send the legs, the elbows to the side. Pull belly in. Send your right leg forward. Now breathe again into your right hip. And as you exhale, keep lengthening your right leg away from you. Lowering that right leg as you lower it down to about 2 inches away from the floor. Pull belly in. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back down to floor. And as you exhale, curl tailbones up. Reach your elbows to your right knee. Reach your right elbow up, both shoulder blades are up floor. Pull belly in. Breathe into left hip. And as you breathe out, send your left leg forward. Keep sending that leg foot forward now as you're lowering. You're lowering your left foot down until you're about 2 inches away from the floor. Now pull belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Press your lower back down to floor. And exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. And place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Your next pose today is straddle lifting through. So your hands are clasped behind your head and neck. You're lifting your feet up off the floor and you're reaching your legs out towards the side. If you're feeling this into your back, you can do, your alternative is to do frog lifting through. So the knees will be bent. And you can move to the wall so that the soles of your feet are up against the wall. Hands clasped behind head and neck. Straddling, lifting through. As you breathe in, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up and then stretch. Send your legs out towards the side. Feel on moving your thigh bones away from pelvis. Move your calves away from knees, ankles away from your calves, and keep sending your legs to the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold a breath. And exhale, curl tailbones up. Now send. You're reaching your legs out towards the side. Feel your inner legs and your outer legs are working equally as you send your legs to the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower the pelvis, lift your head, lift your chest, all on the same breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbone up. Now stretch. Keep moving your legs out towards the side. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis and lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. And exhale, curl tailbones up. Now sending. You're lengthening your legs out towards the side. Reach out with active feet. Keep sending the thighs away from hips. Pull lower belly down to floor. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Bring your hands by the side of your thighs and legs. Draw your knees together and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. You're setting up for bridge. If you have a block and you want to use a block, then have a block close by for bridge. Then reach down with your fingertips and brush your heels with your fingertips. Lining up your heels with your sit bones or heels are hip distance apart. Arms relax down by your side and shoulders relax down away from your ear. Press your lower back to floor, and as you breathe in, lengthen your spine. So move your belly away from pelvis. Feel that telescoping as you're doing this. Press your feet to floor, and as you exhale, tilting pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from the floor. Now breathe deeply into your side ribs. Feel your ribs as they expand wide towards your armpits. And as you exhale, pushing the floor away, lengthening your ankles away from heels. As you breathe in, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, send your sit bones towards your thighs, towards your knees. You have a block and you're working with the block. Take hold of your block. And then breathe in deeply, telescoping the ribs, moving chest to chin. Press your feet to floor. Exhale, tilt pelvis, lift up and place the block under your sacrum. So keep this away from your spinal column. Press your right foot to the floor. Anchor right foot to floor. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. Draw your left knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, stretching your left leg right up towards the ceiling. Now breathe into your left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg up a little bit more. If you can, ease your right foot back closer, and you might be able to take hold of your right foot with your right hand. So you're taking hold of your ankle, actually. Keep pressing your right foot to floor. And as you press your right foot to floor, breathe in, move belly away from pelvis. Feel as if you're moving it away from the top of your left thigh. As you press your right foot down, send your left leg straight up and feel for moving your right thigh forward. You can place your left hand onto the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe into your left hip, feel for easing your left thigh bone away from pelvis. Press your right foot to the floor, send your left leg up, use your left hand, gliding your left thigh away from pelvis.
Then release. Inhale, bend your left knee, draw the left knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, place your left foot down onto the floor, lining up your left heel with your left sit bone. Press your left foot to the floor. Breathe in, lift your right leg up, draw the right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, send in your right leg straight out and up towards the sky. Spread the toes and you're reaching out with the ball of your foot. Breathe into right hip, feel for ease in right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that leg up away from you. You're using your right hand to ease your right thigh bone away from you. So if you can, ease your left foot back towards your left sit bone. Left foot presses to the floor. You're taking hold of your ankle with your left hand. As you press down, as you press your left foot to floor, breathe in and draw belly towards your chest. Belly away from pelvis, chest to chin. And as you breathe out, send your right leg straight up. Reach out with the ball of your foot. Using your right hand to traction right thigh bone away from pelvis. So breathe into pelvis. And as you breathe out, glide your right thigh bone away from you. Keep pressing your left foot down to give you traction. Then release. Bend your right knee. Draw the right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, place your right foot back down to the floor. Both feet to the floor. Press your feet to the floor. Breathe in, lengthen side ribs away from pelvis. And as you exhale, as you push the floor away, lift up, move the block. And then breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis lower, upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis lower, mid back to floor. And tilt pelvis until you're all the way down towards the floor. Roll to your left side. Keeping the neck relaxed. Right hand is down by the chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, pushing the floor away as you come all the way up. Come onto your knees for dolphin. Dolphin palms up. So your hands are onto your biceps to measure your distance. Elbows are down under the shoulders. And then reach your hands forward. Turn the palm of the hands up. And then press down. Your elbows are slightly narrower than usual. So they're never wider than the shoulders in this pose. Your thumb might be lifting away from the floor. Keep pressing it back down and keep spreading the fingers. From here, take a deep breath into upper back, spreading the upper back. Hold the breath and curl your toes under. And exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Push the floor away as you reach back, chest reaching back to thighs and knees. As you inhale, expand your ribs wide to armpits. And as you breathe out, lengthen through the spine. Send your sit bones up and then reach them back. Soften chest and then breathe in. As you breathe to the front of your heart. And as you breathe out, use your forearms, pushing the floor away as you reach back, taking your top ribs away from shoulders. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release, bending the knees and come all the way back down to floor. Your next pose is dolphin. Palms facing downwards, working with one leg up, 3 to 5 breaths on one side. Foot comes down, 3 to 5 breaths on the other side. You're not working with one leg up. You're staying in dolphin with both feet on the floor for as long as you can, up to 8 breaths. So hands are onto biceps, elbows down onto the floor, reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers, middle fingers reaching forward. Your elbow and shoulders are aligned. So keep tucking your elbow in and feel the connecting with your serratus muscles down the side of your body. Now relax your neck, relax your shoulders, and relax your upper back. Inhale into upper back, spreading the upper back. Curl your toes under, and exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Push the floor away as you reach back. Chest reaches to thighs and knees. Keep the neck long. Keep looking at your own toes. Now breathe in deeply. As you breathe in, push the floor away with your forearms. Lengthen your top ribs away from shoulders. And as you breathe out, moving your chest back to thighs and knees. You're working with one leg up. Anchor into your right leg. Breathe in. Lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. Breathe into your left hip. Feel the easing left thigh away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg back, spreading the toes. On the next breath, as you breathe in, send your left thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, lower your left foot down to floor. Anchoring into left leg, breathe in, lift your right leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. As you breathe to your right hip and feel the easing right thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that right leg straight back. On the breath, send your right leg back. Keep moving thigh bone away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, lower your right foot to the floor. Deep breath, breathing into your spot. And exhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to floor. Take a breath in embryo. And from here, come to stand. Stand at the front of your mat. Your knees are delicate, tweaky. Then you either place something that's comfortable for your knees onto your mat, blanket, towel, or folding the mat. And then stand at front of the mat. Your feet are together or your feet are slightly apart. And as you exhale, your hands together at your chest. Press your feet to the floor. Breathe in, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Telescope your ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back, bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor, and sweep your arms out and up towards the sky. Feel for pushing the floor away and go as deep as you can into the pose. And as you breathe out, hands are down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. From here, bend the knees. And as you breathe out, lower down, keeping your elbows tucked in. Once you're all the way to the floor, send your legs back. Bring your hands forward about 12 inches for low cobra. Now breathe in and move your chest and ribs forward. Lengthen, feel. You're reaching your legs back, right back, beyond the mat if you can. And as you breathe out, release. Lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back. Curl toes under. And exhale. Press it back into downward facing dog. Now stay here. And then push. Push the floor away. Reach back into heels. Send the tops of your thighs away from pelvis. And take a breath here. Deep breath. You're lengthening your top ribs away from shoulders. And as you breathe out, step your right leg, left leg forward between the hands for lunge. Push the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Going as deep as you can. Exhale, hands down and step your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand. Lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. And exhale, hands together at chest. Press your feet to floor. Inhale, telescoping the ribs, arms to sky. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Breathe in, step your right leg back for plank. Bend the right knee and sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands are down and step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Inhale, cobra, moving chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release. Lower down, curl toes under, press back, downward dog. Lunge, right leg steps forward between the hands. Breathe in, left knees to the floor, arms reach up. And as you breathe out, hands down a step, your left foot forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. And exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee and sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucked in. Inhale, cobra. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press it back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands, placing your right knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, stepping your right leg forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step in your right leg back, bending your right knee and sweeping your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. And reaching back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands, left knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms up towards the sky. Go as deep as you can. Feel this opening into hips and hip flexors. And exhale, hands down. Step your left foot forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. And exhale, hands together at chest. And give yourself a moment to notice how your body feels. So moving into standing poses, everything from one side, everything on another side. If you want to take a drink, now would be a good time because we're working continuously throughout. Standing at the front of your mat. From here, step your right leg back, step your left leg back. You won't do that. From here, bend the knees and as you breathe in, sweep your arms up. And exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward. And as you breathe out, step it back into plank. Reach back into heels. Keep reaching your heels away from you, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Lengthen your legs back. As you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, hands under the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, the web of the hands are spreading. From here, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for lounge lunge. Your left foot is to the floor, place your right knee down. Now ease your right hand forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Use your left hand to traction your left thigh forward. Anchor into your right leg, and as you breathe in, gliding the ribs forward on your right side. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're pushing the floor away with your right hand as you draw your chest, side ribs towards your chest. As you breathe in, press your left foot to the floor, and then move your belly forward away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, arc your chest to the inside of your left thigh. Keep pressing that left foot down. Reach your right leg back, and then breathe in, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And then feel as if you're opening your right side ribs as you draw your chest closer to that right leg. Press your left foot to the floor. Breathe in, stretch your left arm up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, sending your left arm straight back, chest open. Now feel for anchoring into your right leg. And as you breathe in, lengthen, feel you're lengthening your side ribs away from your right thigh. Press your left foot to the floor as you reach your left arm back. For those who can, on the next breath, bend your right knee, reach your left arm back, taking hold of the ankle or your foot. And as you breathe in, lengthen, stretching out through your right side of the body. As you exhale, sending your right leg back. Press your left foot to the floor and breathe in. Glide your belly forward away from left thigh. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right leg back. Inhale, release. Bringing your hands down either side of your front foot. Ease your left foot back slightly so you have a right angle, front leg and back. Twisting lunge, place your left hand onto left thigh. As you breathe in, stretch your right arm up. And as you breathe out, bring in your right elbow over your left thigh. Make a fist with your right hand, placing your left hand on top. As you press into your right shin, breathe in and glide your ribs forward on your right side. Press your left foot to the floor as you twist towards the left. As you breathe in, feel the moving belly forward, away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder back and away from your right ear. Breathe into lower back and lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, gliding your left shoulder away from left ear. As you press your left foot to the floor, breathe in and move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the left. Inhale, release. From here, bringing your right hand down on the outside of your left foot. So extended twisting lunge. Right hand is on the outside. You can have that right hand onto a block. And as you reach down with your right arm on the outside, breathe in, stretching your left arm out and up towards the sky. Press your right shin to floor. And as you breathe in, you're lengthening your right hip away from thigh. And as you breathe out, reach up. Left arm reaches the sky. Deep breath. You're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, opening out a little bit more. Keep stretching your left arm upwards. Last breath there. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down onto the floor, either side of your front foot. From here, curl the toes under of your right foot and step it back for a triangle. So your right foot is squared up to the short edge of the mat. Straighten your left leg. As your You're reaching the arms out to side. From here, as you breathe in, lengthen. So reach your left arm forward. The hand is coming down towards the floor, the ankle, the block, or your shin. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Feel for pressing down. So easing your traction, your left thigh away from left hip. And as you breathe out, sending your right arm right up towards the sky. As you breathe in, keep moving your belly forward, away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as you reach your right arm up, ease your right hip back. So you're opening into hips, opening into pelvis. From here, place your right hand down onto your right thigh or hip or sacrum. Bend your left knee, place your left hand down onto the floor, 12 inches forward, 6 inches towards the left side. You can place that hand onto a block. And then as you breathe in, ease your body forward. Lift your right foot off the floor and reach back into your right heel. And as you breathe out, rolling your chest open towards the right. If you can, reach your right arm up towards the sky. If you're going further today, bend your right knee for quarter moon. Taking hold of your right foot with your right hand and then easing your right thigh back away from you. Right knee reaches away from you. As you breathe in, as you stand on your left leg, lengthen your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right leg back. Keep sending that thigh away from you. Last breath here, deep breath. You're lengthening out of your left side. And exhale, release. Bring both hands down onto the floor and step your right leg back. Warrior two stance. From here, bring your left forearm onto your left thigh and traction your left thigh forward. Extended warrior variation. You're reaching your right arm up towards the sky. As you press down into your left leg, breathe in and lengthen your side ribs forward. And as you breathe out, rolling your chest open towards the right. Now breathe in and keep moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, bringing your right arm all the way around the back, tucking it onto your left thigh by your hip. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. And then breathe in deeply, keep stretching your side ribs, left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, send your left with your left foot is forward. Pyramid, left foot is forward, right foot is back. Your feet, they're about 2.5, maybe 3 feet away from each other. Hands are down either side of your front leg. And then as you press your hands to the floor, breathe in and lengthening the belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and lengthen. Feel as if the back of your thighs are reaching backwards. From your pelvic bowl, breathe in and lifting, moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach back. Sending the back of the thighs to that back wall. One more breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're lengthening the spine, sending thighs back. Keep the hands to the floor. Step your right leg back about 12 inches. And then clasp your hands. Your left arm is over the right for emu. Bend your left knee. Press into both legs as you breathe in, lengthening ribs away from your left hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward as the elbows, forearms come into the floor. Relax forehead to forearms. As you breathe in, stretch the breath through the lower back, through to mid-back. And as you breathe out, reaching your forearms to the floor, forehead relaxes. Anchor your right leg to floor, and then breathe in, lengthen for the right side of body. And as you breathe out, taking it a little deep. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot for easy twisting warrior. You're flattening your right hand to the floor, or the right hand is onto the block. And as you breathe in, you're sweeping your left arm up towards the sky. As you lengthen out of your right side, and as you breathe out, sending that left arm straight up. As you breathe, keep gliding your belly forward away from pelvis. Push the floor away with your right hand as you stretch your left arm up to sky. Then inhale, release. Hands are onto the floor. Step your right leg forward, coming up to stand. Going all the way up. From here, you're stepping your left leg back. Step your left leg back. Lunge. Your left foot is back. You're placing your left knee down to the floor. Bring your hands forward, slightly ahead of the shoulder. Use your right hand to traction your right thigh forward. So reach back, reach your left leg straight back, and as you breathe in, lengthen out of your left side. As you press your right foot to the floor, you're drawing your chest closer to the inside of right leg. And then breathe in. Feel you're sending your left leg back, but you're moving. The momentum moves your belly forward away from pelvis. Press your right foot to the floor and feel as if you're opening your chest to the inside of your deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're opening out a little bit more. Last breath in, deep breath. From here, reach your right arm up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, reaching it straight back. As you breathe in, you lengthen, keep lengthening through the left side of the body. And as you breathe out, reach it back. If you can, bend your left knee, take hold of your left foot with your right hand. And then breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your left leg back. Deep breath, keep lifting, lengthening away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, reach your left leg back a little more. And inhale, release. Bring your hands back so the hands are either side of your right foot. And ease your right foot back slightly so you have a right angle front leg and back. Twisting lunge, breathe in, stretching your left arm up to the opening up the left side. And as you breathe out, bring your left elbow over your right thigh knee. Make a fist with your left hand and place your right hand on top. As you anchor into your left leg, breathe in and lengthening the ribs away from left hip. Press your right foot to the floor as you twist to the right. Breathe into lower back, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder away from right hip. Deep breath, inhale. Keep moving belly forward, away from pelvis. And as you exhale, glide both shoulders down. And then inhale, release. Bringing your left hand down on the outside of your right foot. You can place that left hand onto a block. Extended twisting lunge. Your hand is on the outside. As you breathe in, your right hand is onto your hips. And as you exhale, as you open out towards the right, reach your right arm up. And then breathe in deeply. Keep lengthening through the left side of body. And as you breathe out, you're opening up, reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Press your left foot to press your left shin to floor. And then breathe in, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you exhale, open up as you reach up with the fingertips of your right hand. Then inhale, release. Bringing your hands down either side of your front foot. And then press back for triangles. Stepping your left leg back slightly. Straighten your front leg. From here, you're bringing your right arm down on the outside of your right foot, or the hands onto a block, or you're taking hold of the ankle, the calf, or shin. Reaching your left arm out and up towards the sky. Press down into your right leg. Breathe in, glide your ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, sending your left arm straight up towards the sky. Anchor into left leg and then breathe in, move belly forward away from pelvis. You're moving chest and chin. And as your right arm goes down, sending your left arm straight up. Last breath. Breathe in and lengthen your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you exhale, opening up, stretching your right arm to sky, left arm to sky. From here, place your left hand onto hip or sacrum. Bend your right knee. Bring your right hand forward 12 inches, 6 inches towards the side. And as you breathe in, as you ease your body forward, lift your left leg up and reach it straight back, reach back into heels. Use the heel of the hands of your left arm to tuck your sacrum down. And then if you can, reaching your left arm up towards the sky. Press your right foot to floor and breathe in. Glide your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, send your left leg back. Reach out with your heels. Left arm reaching to sky. If you can, on the next breath, bend your left knee. Use your left hand to take hold of the ankle of the foot. And as you breathe out, reaching your left thigh back. Quarter move. And then breathe in deeply, moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you exhale, sending your left thigh and knee back away from you. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Both hands are to the floor. Step your left leg back for your warrior two steps. From here, bring your right hand onto your right thigh for extended warrior variation. Your left arm, it reaches up. Your left arm reaches away from your left hip. Press your right foot to floor, and as you breathe in, glide your ribs up away from right hip. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm all the way around the back, tucking it onto your right hip by hip joint. And as you breathe in, feel your gliding side ribs away from your right hip. And as you breathe out, glide both shoulders down, send your right sit bones back to left heel. As you anchor into your left foot, breathe in and move your belly forward away from pelvis. Your chest is moving to chin. And as you breathe out, left shoulder is down. Inhale, release. Bringing your hands down either side of your front foot. Set up for pyramid. So step your left foot slightly forward about 10 inches and slightly towards the left so your feet are hip distance apart. And then your traction, so your anchor into your right leg, breathing and gliding the ribs, belly away from your right thigh. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you move your forehead towards your right shin. The back of your neck is long and relaxed. And then breathe in to lower back, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little deeper. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you take it a little deeper. Keep both hands to the floor, either side of your right foot. Step your left foot back about 10 inches. And then emu, you're bringing your right arm over your left by the hand. Press down into your right foot, breathing, lengthening the ribs away from right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward, bring your forearms to the floor, relax your forehead to your forearms. And as you breathe in, you're gliding your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, letting your body just melt forward. Deep breath, inhale, keep stretching your lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you fold a little more. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. The hands are down onto the floor. Step your left foot forward for forward bend. And then come all the way up to stand. From here, you come into, actually come back to seated and do a couple more poses before you move into that. Come into a seated position and bring your left foot over your right thigh for shoelace, twisting shoelace towards your left foot. So your left foot eases over the right thigh and you reach your heel away from you. Toes are flexed back towards your shins. Bring your right hand by your right hip and then reach the hand about 12 inches away from that hip. You're rounding down into your left sit bones, breathe in and stretching your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, bring your left arm down so the arm presses against your foot presses against your arm. So send your left sit bone back to floor and then breathe and lengthen your side ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your left foot. Deep breath, inhale. Keep moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little deep. One more breath here. Deep breath. And exhale as you fold. From here, if you can, you may, this might be easier for you to do against the wall. This pose is called armpit press. So the sole of your right foot is flat down onto the floor. You can use your right hand to keep the foot flat onto the floor. And as you breathe in, you're stretching, your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, your left arm comes across. You're aiming to place your left foot into your left armpit. And then breathe in and lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, reaching your left arm forward. Sit bones pressed down, breathe in and lengthen belly up away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, soften both shoulders down. Sit bones presses down, deep breath, keep stretching. You're lengthening lower ribs up away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, glide your left thigh away from hips. Inhale, release. Release your left foot, place your left foot back down to the floor and do the other side. So your left foot comes under your right thigh and knee. And your right foot comes across over your left thigh and knee. Reach out with your heels, flex the toes back towards your shins. Left hand is by left hip, then reach the hand away. Press down into your right sit bone. Breathe in, stretching your right arms up. And as you breathe out, bringing the right arm down, so hands to the floor. Your right foot presses against your right forearm or tricep. And then breathe and feel for moving belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, you're folding towards your right foot. Keep pressing your right sit bone to the floor. Deep breath, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, drawing your chest closer towards that right foot. One more breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send your right sit bones down as you draw your chest to the right foot. Then inhale, release. And then ease on up. Place the sole of your left foot down onto the floor. You can use your left hand to take hold of your shin. And you're drawing your chest closer towards the foot. As you breathe in, stretch your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm across, pressing your right foot against your arm, aiming to have your foot against your tricep, eventually almost into armpit prep. And then breathe in, lengthen, stretching out of your right side. And as you breathe out, sending your right arm further forward if you can. It's usually easier to do this pose with your back up against the wall. And then breathe in deeply. You're lifting, you're lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that right arm forward, easing your right thigh away from right hip. One more breath there, deep breath. And exhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together and flex your toes back towards your shins. Grab hold of your feet so the toes, the ball of your feet, are opening up to the hips. You're grinding down into sit bones. Breathe in and lifting your belly away from pelvis. Pull belly in. Exhale as you pull. Breathe into lower back, using this breath to open up into lower back. And as you breathe out, folding forward. As you breathe in, expand your ribs wide towards your armpits. And as you breathe out, letting your body melt. On the next breath, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, and lift your chest. And as you breathe out, belly pulls all the way in. You're moving your chest right down towards your feet. Then inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up. Lying down on your backs. Bend the knees so that the soles of your feet are onto the floor. And then lift your feet up off the floor. Draw the knees towards your chest. Hug the knees, hug your shins just below the knees. And then as you breathe into lower back. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and press your lower back to the floor. And then breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, pull belly in. Your lower back presses the floor. Feel as if you're moving belly away from pelvic bone. Release your arms out towards the side. Take a deep breath. Inhale, breathing into lower back. And as you breathe out, allow your knees to come down towards your left armpit, as close towards your left armpit as you can. Your head is in the opposite direction. Use your left hand onto your right thigh and use this to glide your right thigh closer towards the floor, but don't force this. Keep the back of the neck long. And then breathe into lower back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your ear. As you breathe in, you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, feeling for that deeper level of release. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, exhaling completely. Press your arms to the floor. And as you breathe in, draw your knees back to center, one at a time. And as you breathe out, allowing the knees to come down to the other side. Knees are coming down towards your right armpit. Place your right hand on the top of your left thigh. And use this just to ease your left thigh closer towards your right armpit. As you breathe, feel for moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, relax your lower back. And then breathe. Breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, soften your left shoulder away from it. Breathe into your heart. Deep breath. Feel for energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, feeling for that deeper layer of release. Press your arms to the floor. Breathe in. Draw your knees back to center, one at a time. And as you breathe out, place the soles of your feet onto the floor and lengthen your legs away from you. Relax your arms down by your side as you let go into Shavasana. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes. Allow yourself just to be in this moment. Completely relax in final release.
Lie here now, begin to feel the energy that moves through your body. Begin to move the fingertips, tips of your toes. And then stretch out in a way that feels good to you. On your next breath, bend your knees and move your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees close. And then roll to your side. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe in. Push the floor away as you're coming up into a seated position. Sitting tall and bring your hands together by your chest. The thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. Take notice of how your body feels and commit yourself to your ongoing process. Thanking you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. And as we finish together, we breathe in deeply and exhale completely. Namaste.